Hey, it's me, Say7. Welcome to my first impressions for the guide on Season 2, Reminiscence. I completely missed that this link even came out from all the hype for the Chapter 4 preview and whatnot. And so I went to do my Limbus dailies today, and I saw this on the Steam page, so I want to cover this. And man, look at this overview. So much good stuff to look forward to. More overview. Season 2 drops on June 1st. Oh yeah, and the theme we have playing in the background is the K-Corp theme. Yeah, it's so good. It reminds me a lot of Yasad's theme from Ruina. Yeah, really like that. And the first thing we got is the Season 1 Egoshard Carryover. So we've known that this is going to happen for a while now, and what is going to happen is half of the previous season's Ego Shards will be carried over, and the other half is going to get converted into Thread. It is rounded up, so if you're looking to min-max, I guess, you could open your crates to get an odd number of shards for every sinner, and then that way it gets rounded up. So honestly, I'm probably going to do that. I have like 400 Ego Shard crates right now. No idea what to do with them. Your Ego Shard crates are also going to get converted too. They get converted into the Thread crates, so the same 1 to 3 for everyone you open. And yeah, this is something that just automatically happens once Season 2 drops. I'm not a fan of this, and I really don't understand why they're doing it. The only things I can really think of is that they're trying to balance out existing players from new players that are going to be coming in, and that they don't want existing players to keep building like this giant horde of ego shards, so that anytime a new identity or a new ego comes out, that you can just use the ego shards to get them from the dispensary. So it kind of forces everyone to keep using the gacha, which yeah. So we got Gradual main story and Battlepass updates. Yeah, so we've known about this too. The story is going to come out in 3 parts. They're actually only separated like a week apart from each other, which is really cool. So we're not going to have to worry too much about like a content drought, which is nice. They're also limiting the Battle Pass. Okay, so pass level will be tracked normally regardless of the gradual updates. And the rewards for higher levels are unlocked with subsequent updates. You can immediately claim them up to your current pass level. Oh, okay. So it's just saying that if you, in the first week, you go to like level 21, you're not going to be able to claim those rewards until the second part comes out. Okay, makes sense. New tier for Uptying and Threadspinning. Oh, nice. Refraction Railway Line 2 is planned to be added in mid-July. Oh, hell yes. You know I like hearing about the railway. Along with it, Identity Uptying Tier 4 and Threadspin Tier 4. Wait, this says mid-July. Wait, I thought this is all supposed to be Season 2 update stuff. That's a little odd. Also, Tier 3 to Tier 4, it's gonna cost Thread and Ego Shards. That makes the carryover worse. What are they thinking? So we're gonna be like hard limited for tiering up too? Yeah, I don't like that. I really hope that in Season 3 they decide not to do the Ego Shard carryover. It seems really pointless, and we're just going to be drowning in Thread. So now we have Identity level cap increase. With Season 2 update, the max level identities will increase from 30 to 35. Okay, I'm getting conflicting reports here. What is this mid-July thing? So it looks like between 30 to 35, it's going to cost 495 training ticket 1s. Those are 50 XP. Here, let me bring up the calculator. So 495 times 50. So 24,750 XP between 30 to 35. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's about, what, 25 training ticket 3s? Here, let me see, how many of those do I have in game right now? 201. Yeah, I've got like a horde going on. Let's see. Oh, so you know, something to talk about with the level cap increase. Let me bring up Limbus on screen for you guys. Okay. So every identity has a growth rate associated to like their skills. For the most part on identities, they're always the same, except for I think Ncorp Sinclair. Yeah, his actually vary between skills. And the reason this is important is these identities are going to get... how do I say this? They're not going to be as effective at high levels because of this low growth rate. So you can see W Corp Faust here. She's level 30. Her growth rate is 0.6, which gives her attack power here 29. Now, if we look at the one who grips, her growth rate is 0.82, and as you can see, her attack power is at 39. And the reason that this is important is that for every 5 points of difference in a clash between your attack power and whoever you're clashing with, you get 1 extra clash power. So effectively, if this was clashing against W Corp Faust, this would, the one who grips would be gaining an extra 2 to clash power. So that is something to keep in mind. Some identities are kind of going to get phased out, is what I'm worried about. Alright, and moving on, we've got the Ideality Exchange for extractions. Season 2 update, the Ideality Exchange system will be added for target extractions. During extraction banner, you can gain Yi-Sang, I like that, based on the number of extractions you've performed. Okay, so this looks like a pity system. I know a lot of gachas have that. 200 is a lot though. Man, 200 pulls on a single extraction banner, you gotta be like hyper unlucky. You've gotta have like bad karma to not, you know, get the identity you want in less than that. And even then, you're gonna get so many ego shards, you could probably just go to the dispenser and like guarantee you get the identity anyways. So I don't really think this does much. It says in each target extraction, it's considered as its own currency. When the extraction is over, the remaining ideality is converted to thread. Okay, so that actually seems like the main reason behind this is just another thread generator. Dude, we're actually gonna be drowning in thread with the between like the Egoshard Carryover and this stuff. Oh man. Yeah, I think PM really needs to reconsider the Egoshard Carryover. It seems very redundant. Then got Season 2 Extractions and Dispenser. This is specifically extractions. A new season's identities and ego will be added to the list of extractable items. Identities from previous seasons remain in the pool, so you can still acquire them from extraction. And then, according to this chart, it looks like only the event IDs and ego are going to be taken out from extraction. And then that just happens every season. So if you're trying to collect those, these are the limited time ones they should really aim for. I don't have the Sinclair one. I don't really think I'm missing out. Chef Ryu is definitely an identity you want to pick up, though. She's really strong. And I don't remember. I feel like somewhere PM talked about events potentially coming back. Oh man, I don't remember where though. Take that with a grain of salt. Hopefully some of these events come back to do, and that you can actually get the limited rewards, but yeah, I guess we'll just see. Short Extraction 3-star is based on identities from the season, so you'll still be able to acquire Chef Ryu from that. Interesting. That makes me think that some of the rewards we might be getting in the future could be season 1 tickets, or like season 2 when we're in season 3, for instance. So you still have a chance of getting some of these limited identities. Which, okay. Now we got the Dispenser. Identities and Ego from the new season will be available at the Dispenser. In addition, you'll be able to exchange for identities and Ego from the battle passes of past seasons. And I think we've known about that. Please note that extraction IDs belonging to the season immediately before will be inaccessible until 2 seasons have passed. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking about this. It seems like a little odd. I don't know why this is the case, because this is just a dispenser where you go to spend your ego shards. Maybe it's just that so it doesn't look so cluttered. I really don't know why they're saying like can't get those. But I mean, at least they come back so you're still able to collect them at a later date. So I mean, it's not bad. It just seems like one of those things is a little unnecessary, maybe. I don't know. The following identities and Ego will be removed from the catalog at the beginning of Season 2. Okay, so they're removed from the dispense catalog, but you can still potentially get them from the extraction. I'm just gonna go through, and I guess I'll give my opinion on which ones you should probably have. The one who grips Faust, definitely. She's a clashing monster, tons of damage, and good setup for Pierce and Blunt. Chef Ryu, yes, like I said before, she's just a damage monster. Incorp Mersault, not very good. He's just tanky and then bad in clashes. Ting Ting Hong Lu, very fun identity. He benefits a lot from the sanity changes with his skill 3. So I'd recommend picking him up. He's a damage monster as well with his skill 2 and skill 3. One who shall grip Sinclair. Yes, another one to pick up. Dude, all these 3 stars are so good, besides Mersault. Yeah, because the Ncorp Sinclair, he will basically never lose clashes with his skill 2 and skill 3, and he's just outputs a ton of damage. G-Corp Gregor, he's kind of mid. His healing is really good, and he's got decent-ish flashes on his skill 1 and skill 2. Yeah, not bad. See, LC Faust, I would say yes. Her skill 3 and skill 2 are really good, and she can also feed into Fluid Sac Ego. Ncorp Dawn, no, not really. Heathcliff, nah. Ishmael, definitely. Because if you're not trying to collect everything for her, are you really playing Limbus? I don't think so. But in all seriousness, this is actually like a pretty good identity. The assistant manager, Radia, nah. Ncorp Radia, kind of mid. She's good at dealing damage, but not the best at clashes. Hefe Sinclair, no, he's bad at clashing. He's just kind of tanky. G-Corp Otis, honestly, with the Sandy changes, she's pretty good too. So let's see. Season 1 event Ego. Lifetime 2 Sinclair is not that good. So yeah. And then these are the Egos that are getting added to the catalog. So these are all the ones that were in the Season 1 pass, both the free and the paid tracks. So I mean, I already have all those. The Battle Pass is super worth it. Oh, and now we get the Mirror Dungeon number 2. Okay, I'm really excited for this. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of Mirror Dungeon 1 because they feel like it's kind of grindy, and I would say, yeah, I would agree with that. But the Mirror Dungeons are kind of what you make of them. Personally, I try to make every run unique so it doesn't get too bland by just building around whatever starting ego gifts I get. So you can enter, okay, so this gets added in on June 22nd. So what, that's 4 days after you can complete chapter 4? Yeah, so they're giving us like a grace period to do that. That's nice. These are requirements to enter. Several changes will be made to the related systems. Entry cost and reward reception. Okay, so Keflin modules are not required for entry. Player may choose whether to use Keflin modules to claim the rewards. And then obviously the rewards you get are based on how many floors and nodes you've cleared. Please note that daily free entry and the simulation functions for Mirror Dungeons will be removed. Okay, so you no longer have to do dailies. So does that mean they're shifting to like weekly stuff instead? To make it actually less grindy? So weekly bonuses can be received 3 times per week like before. The rewards for clearing the final floor are as follows. Okay, so the biggest change I'm seeing right now is you're no longer going to be getting Egoshard crates, but the Battle Pass XP goes up by a lot. Look at that, 45, and that's with the bonus. 75 for the hard mode. So if they keep the Battle Pass level and XP system the same, where every level is just 10 XP, this is 4 levels in one run. This is 7.5 in one run. Dude, that's wild. And then you can farm without the bonus too, and that's 5 Battle Pass levels. Okay, that's cool. Egoshard related items that are previously part of weekly bonus rewards for Mirror Dungeons have been moved to free rewards for the Battle Pass. Oh, so it's like when you max it out and you're getting the Egoshard crates, you can farm so much. Okay, I think this is a reasonable change. The amount of Egoshard crates available as free rewards for the Battle Pass has increased by 285 compared to Season 1. Oh, I didn't know. So if you didn't buy the Battle Pass, you actually got capped out on the amount of crates you could get. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So now we've got like a comparison. This all looks the same. It's just you get more XP from it. Your Dungeon 2. Oh, and the Keflin modules cost has gone up to 3 rather than 2. And then it costs 5 from your Dungeon 2. Dude, so much XP. I really like that. 5 floors instead of 3. And you get to bring in 5 identities when you first enter. With 30 nodes. And then hard mode. Yeah, okay, this is nice. So hard notes, reflects identities, real levels. Rewards can be claimed 3 times per week, independent of weekly bonuses. I'm not sure. Wait, what does that mean? Independent of weekly bonuses? This is the bonus. Wait, so does that mean you can get... You get lunacy from the hard mode and the normal mirror dungeon too? Well, that doesn't seem right, because then we'd be getting what? That's... What, 500, 1,000, 1,500 lunacy per week? That's a 10 pull and change per week. Surely that's not right. I mean, PM has been really generous, but I don't know. I'd like to believe it. It's also coming with Mirror Dungeon 2 update are new systems and content related to dungeons, as well as quality of life features. Cool. So the system changes, new resource cost introduced to Mirror Dungeons. When entering Mirror Dungeon, you will be given a set of amount of cost to build a team of identities and ego with. Costs can be attained through combat encounters and events, allowing you to deploy additional identities and ego, or partake of shop events. Shop events might pop up. You can spend costs to get ego gifts, heal up, or recruit sinners. So it sounds like they're getting rid of those nodes. Starter buffs. Unactivated star buffs can help the Mirror Dungeon expedition upon entry. They apply individually. Can be activated using a currency obtained by clearing each Mirror Dungeon. And then number 1 doesn't have it. I did see that like button here. Yeah, but there's nothing on here that says... I'm looking for like the currency. Also, this says Mirror of the Second. Mirror of the Beginning, okay. Huh. So I wonder if the buffs are just gonna be like, you get damage up and stuff. Like they're just gonna be status buffs, you know? That's interesting. It makes it sound like Mirror Dungeon 2 is actually gonna be kind of hard. Which I'm excited for. Sounds fun. Identity levels are fixed at certain values upon entry. As such, identity power-up event choices will be removed. Okay. So Mirror Dungeon 1, the levels are fixed at 30. In 2, they're fixed at 35. And in hard, they're the original levels like it said up here. This feels very reminiscent of the railway, right? Are you guys thinking the same thing? Because the railway worked the same way. You had to pay the Enkephalon modules in order to get the reward. But obviously for the railway, it's just a one-time thing of 25 modules, and this is going to be, what, I guess every time you enter. 45 new ego gifts, and they're giving us a preview? Dude, that's so many. Oh, that's great. This looks like the gun that the gray suit guy uses to do not so good things to himself with. I don't know what that is. This looks like maybe the ash off the thing that, off the abnormality that we mistake for mist. Not sure what this is. Like a flower. This looks like a crossroads sign. Or maybe even the telepole from the alleyway watchdog. That's neat. 25 new events. So I imagine those are going to be associated with a lot of the new ego gifts that we're getting. New abnormalities and enemies. So that's probably going to be the abnormalities and enemies we face in Chapter 4. Which, if you watch the preview video, we have a good idea of what some of those are. Like the Bronze Bull, the Centipede. It looks like some workshop guys from enemies too. So. And QOL features. Preset function implemented. Okay, so kind of like the Chapter 3.5 dungeon for the event. Okay, that's nice. Ego Threadspin tiers shown during deployment. Gift effects and event choice results are easier to check. Event choices that have been selected before will show their outcomes in advance in subsequent encounters. That's nice. You don't have to actually memorize each of them now. Man, what's that one event? There's one with the talisman guy that I always would fuck up, and it hurts you so bad because I think you lose, it's like 1 or 2 attack power, and I would just keep selecting it every time that event popped up. So this is nice, especially considering we're getting 25 more events. Direction to progress displayed. Were people getting confused? That's kind of funny. I wonder if they're gonna add that to the actual chapter dungeons, because it's pretty similar. Ego resources fully carried over. Guys, you know what that means, right? That means solos of the mirror dungeon. Oh no. Gonna do it. I do like that though. Yeah, this is very reminiscent of, get it? Reminiscent of the railway. I like that. Big fan. Find the mirror dungeon to update. Oh, so the hard mode gets added on June 29th. So a week after. And the requirement to enter is to clear the mirror dungeon too. Alright. I imagine that's so that they can reset the weekly rewards so that you're not missing out on stuff. But yeah, dude, that's actually really nice, PM. They're actually thinking ahead a lot here, which is great. So hard difficulty mirror dungeons have a weekly reward limit of 3 times. Limit works independently of mirror dungeon weekly bonuses. There's that independently again. I don't know what to make of it. You guys let me know how you're interpreting this. I might be having a reading moment, but this is like the 2nd or 3rd time that's popped up. You can apply the weekly bonus 3 times per week when claiming clear rewards for mirror dungeon to hard 3 times per week to optimize the Battlepass XP gain in the fewest number of expeditions. Below is a comparison between Mirror Dungeon 2 and Mirror Dungeon 2 Hard. So the levels, we know that. The modules required for claiming. Okay, so is this what it's talking about? Number of times rewards can be claimed. So you can only, if I'm reading this right, I might be wrong. I have no idea right now. It seems like you can continually do Mirror Dungeon 2 even after you're done with the bonuses, but you can only do the hard mode one 3 times per week. But it also seems like if you just do Mirror Dungeon 2 hard, that sounds so weird. You can do that 3 times per week, and it will also count for your weekly bonuses for just clearing the mirror dungeon, if that makes sense. But then why do they have, hold on. Well, they have up here though that without the bonus you can still gain 50 Battle Pass XP. So that doesn't seem right. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty confused. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I don't know. But moving on, profile ticket customization. With Season 2 update, the ability to customize your profile ticket will be added. Oh, that's cool. 7 colors are provided by default, and you can earn various decorations from Battle Passes, events, and more. And I imagine the 7 colors, since this one's red, it's probably going to be the 7 different sin affinities. And so the red one's obviously Wrath. That's nice. I hope we can get like stickers and stuff and just like post them all around the ticket. Dude, give me some like Ishmael chibi stickers. Just put them everywhere. Yeah, I like that. You can make your ticket more unique. Yeah, that's nice. UI adjustments, quality of life and optimization. We're in the process of preparing a UI overhaul to improve ease of use and optimization for both mobile and PC platforms. Our goal is to implement the overhaul around the time of Chapter 5 updates. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I think Chapter 5 comes in October, right? Yeah, you'll have to check the roadmap, but I'm pretty sure. And I feel like this is mostly for mobile. I haven't really had any problems on PC. But the game's kind of unplayable on mobile, at least for the phone I have. So we continuously work on optimization as well, and we will do our best to repay the players' love and patience. Which I think Project Moon has done a really good job of. Yeah, they've been really generous and like actually admitting to mistakes and stuff, which is so rare. Yeah, I have nothing but respect for them. Seems to update ability. Wait, they already said that. That was up here. And then, ew, gross, microtransactions. Run away. You really don't need to buy the microtransactions. Even if you're trying to like, collect everything, it's not needed, not necessary at all. The Battle Pass is definitely worth the $10. Yeah, I really liked it in Season 1. It definitely felt like I got my money's worth. Especially with the Egoshard crate changes, too. You can really farm those. Yeah, so lots of good stuff. The only thing I don't like is the carryover. That's it. Everything else, super excited for. I can hardly hold my anticipation. This is going to be great. And I will be streaming here on YouTube when Season 2 drops on June 1st. So, you know, subscribe and then pop on over when we get to doing that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm just so excited for this. This is gonna be a fun time. But yeah, I'll see you then. Peace.